Welcome back to the Abundant Harvest Homestead. I'm Papa Pepper, and I have in my hand what is considered by many people for many decades to be a very dangerous creature. This is what they call a blue-tailed scorpion, and I'm going to tell you the truth about these today, which might be hard for some of you to swallow. When I open my hands, I'm hoping that nothing too terrible happens, but I'm going to show you what I have here, and we're going to get a good look at one of these blue-tailed scorpions. Oh, can you see that blue tail? Let's see. There we go. This is the fearful blue-tailed scorpion, known by many, or claimed by many, to have a powerful sting that is venomous and will hurt you, and a very fearsome creature to mess with. Now, for those of you in the know, you're going to say, isn't that just a lizard? Yes, it is. And since it's not a Gila monster or Mexican beaded lizard, we know it's not venomous. This is a skink. And many skinks in their smaller stage of life, when they're juveniles, sometimes even the older females, will have these vibrant blue tails. Broadhead skinks, five-line skinks, prairie skinks, other species, they'll have these incredible blue tails. And these are some of the lizards that can detach their tail when they're threatened, so it'll often break off and flop around. Now, some people claim if animals eat it, it's toxic, it's poisonous then, it wouldn't be venomous, but that's disputed. And what we do know is that these are lizards, which makes them reptiles, and that they are not a scorpion at all. Now, personally, I don't know if it was people who were either A, ignorant, which is generally what people conclude. Those folks were ignorant. They thought that was a scorpion. It wasn't. For some reason, they thought they had a dangerous sting. Or if there were people who maybe didn't want their children running around searching for these. Like if these go in a rock pile, and my children go in a rock pile trying to get this out, they could encounter a pygmy rattler. They could encounter a copperhead. They could, encounter a water moccasin. Venomous snakes could be there. Real danger could be there. Brown recluses, black widows, other things. These themselves, while they can bite, it doesn't really hurt, doesn't really do anything. They're basically harmless. So I don't know if it was part of trying to protect people that way, or if they just didn't want their children running around breaking the tails off of them, or if it was simply ignorance. Let's take a look at a real scorpion and compare. Actual scorpions are not reptiles, but arachnids. They have 8 legs, and they're very easy to kind of recognize because they have claws, kind of like a lobster. And they also have this curved tail. This guy's got his sticking out right now, but there's a little stinger at the end of that, which they use both to defend themselves and also to sting prey. Sometimes they'll grab onto their prey with their front claws and then sting it with that stinger, but if you're careful, you can grab them without hurting yourself. Now, these guys are way more of a threat than most lizards ever would be, with probably the exception of Komodo dragon, Gila monster, Mexican beaded lizard, stuff like that. And they also bioluminesce under a UV light, which is really cool to see. So one thing about scorpions is that they are an arachnid. They have 8 legs, so they're in the same classification as spiders. And they also, as an insect, have an exoskeleton. Their exoskeleton has a certain layer in it called the hyaline layer. And there's actually chemicals in there that when they encounter a black light or the natural moonlight, they're being exposed to UV rays. Those UV rays, for one reason or another, cause it to light up and fluorescence, usually like a blue-green type color. Just as if we shut off the light for a moment, and you look at my shirt, it's a white one anyway, my lab coat, but it lights up pretty good. So, when we do the same thing with the scorpion, you'll see what happens. Now, people speculate as to why they have this capability, but, of course, that's all just speculation. We don't know for sure. So now I have a live scorpion on the floor. And one thing about live scorpions is they can get cockroach fast. There he is. There she is. But what happens if we turn off this light? It's in my hand, and all of a sudden, look at how well that lights up. almost like my lab coat. So here you see it in my hand. When I shine the UV light at it, it gets that cool blue-green glow to it. And actually all scorpions will light up like that. When we come down to it, the truth of the matter is the blue-tailed scorpion legend is just that. It's a legend. It's a misidentification at best. And these are not a threat to people. Beautiful blue tail on this one. A lot of them are shorter or stouter. This one was just, I asked my children just to gather me a couple so I could make this video. And I've got, I think, probably 5 right now on me. This is just the most impressive one. I'm going to see if I can show you what a couple more look like. They're hard to come by. They're fast. That's why I asked the children to catch them. What? Again? Stop. This is very difficult. I've got 3 in here so far, and it's an absolute mess. Let's see if we can take a peek. Let's see if we go like that. Yeah, now if I can maybe touch the screen over there for you. There you go. Nice blue tails, but still not a threat. Not something dangerous. Oh! He jumped off onto the table. And these guys are super fast. That one's running across my arm, jumped off onto the table. Well, I tried to get the other ones, but they just disappeared on me. There's 2 that I couldn't catch. They're gone. They're hidden. But, ouch. No, those 2 jumped back off. Anyway, this guy seems to want to play nice. He'll be my example. The rest of them are running across this table and off to escape. But hopefully you guys learned something today. Lizard, reptile, non-venomous. I'll see you next time. Papa out.